Okay, this is 6.5 part 2. Okay. Solve the inequality and graph your solution. Okay, so put that right there. And you're going to get more compound inequalities in this part. Okay, so let's go get them. Okay, the first problem on the document, we got negative 2x plus 7 less than 1, or 4x plus 3 less than or equal to negative 5. Since there's two of these symbols in the problem, we need to make our table. The table is very easy to set up. On one side you're going to put negative 2x plus 7 less than 1. On the other side, you're simply going to set up 4x plus 3 less than or equal negative 5. Okay, we will need our number line. Now let's solve this one. Wall goes up, dot circle. The multiplying number is a negative, so that sign will flip. But we have this 7 we have to get rid of, so there's going to be a step in between. Okay. So I get rid of the 7, so I'm at minus 7. So over here I now have 6, and I have negative 2 times x. Now I divide, and now I come down here, because the x will then be by itself, by negative 2. So I have x, 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. Okay, over on, don't plot that yet, solve the other side. This time the multiplying number is positive, so that sign will stay the same. But we do have to get rid of the 3, so I put a sign in between. So I subtract 3, subtract 3. So 4 times x, negative 5 minus 3 is negative 8. Then I divide each side by 4. So you got x in front of the symbol, negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. So you have negative 3 and negative 2. They're both over here. Space them out a little bit, okay, even though they would be right together. So I circle the negative 3. I will not be filling it in, okay? It eats the x, okay? So again, remember the rules. You can write this down quick. If it eats a letter, it's going this way, or the variable. If it eats a number, it's going this way. It looks like it's eating the letter, so this way just make a little line, okay? We'll extend it later. Negative 2, circle, fill it. This is eating the numbers. So when it eats a number, it goes back the other way. So they basically collide. They come together. So when they come together, you put x, negative 3, negative 2. That's the highest number. You always eat that. You put it equals there. You never eat that number, okay? So essentially when they collide, they go this way. And that's your answer. Next problem, we have x plus 14 less than 9, or negative 9x less than or equal to negative 45. So it's a compound inequality. I have two separate ones to solve. Now in the last one you had two separate ones, but you had to do the overlapping circles. Now you don't, so it's actually a little easier to set this up. Okay. Okay, so wall, 1 is the multiplier, but it is positive 1, so the sign will remain unchanged. But I got to get rid of the 14, so I subtract 14, subtract 14, so you got 1 times x, negative 5. Now divide by your 1, you have x, negative 5 divided by 1 is negative 5. Now over here, the multiplier is negative 9. Since it's a negative and we'll have to divide both sides by that number, the sign will flip. And I don't need a middle step because I can go straight to dividing by negative 9. So I have x in front of the symbol. Negative 45 divided by negative 9 is 5. So the two critical numbers are negative 5 and positive 5. So I circle the negative 5, will not fill it in. it eats the number. When it eats the number, it's going this way. Okay. Now the positive 5. I'd fill it in because that one has the equals. It eats the letter, so it goes this way. So they spread apart. When they spread apart, you don't write it like this. Okay. When they spread apart, on one side you simply put that. On the other side you put this. Okay. You can put or between them. Okay. So x can be, in this problem, x can be any number going between these two. So like negative 2.5, things like that. Here x can be any number this way or this way. It just can't be any number in between. Okay, next one. 7x greater than 42 or negative 5x less than or equal to 10. So the table is needed. 7x greater than 42. And the other one we got negative 5x less than or equal to 10. Okay. Let's get a wall going. The multiplier is positive 7, so that sign will not change. And there's no number I have to add or subtract, so I can go straight down here. So we have x, 42 divided by 7, 6. Multiplier is negative 5, so that sign is doing the switcheroo. Okay. Well, I don't have to do a step in the middle. I can just go straight to dividing and come down here. So you have x, or no, go down here, x in front of the symbol. 10 divided by negative 5 is negative 2. So positive 6 and negative 2 are the critical numbers. Actually, I royally screwed this up. Okay. Yeah, that sign right there. Otherwise, this graph's messed up. Okay. Tell you what, switch that to a less than. So the sign wouldn't change, it'd just be less than instead. So 6 and negative 2. I screwed up the problem. So 6, negative 2. Because they should either be coming together or going apart. They shouldn't be following the same path. Okay. So 6. You wouldn't fill that one in. Remember, I switched the sign. So it eats the number. Okay. If it eats the number going this way. So I think they're going to come together because here it eats the x. So it goes this way. Okay. So just collide them. You have x, negative 2, 6. So we have to eat the 6. And we never eat the negative 2. Here you're eating the x. You have to continue to eat the x. But since they're flipped, these two are flipped backwards, you just have to flip the sign. But you still eat the x. That's how to remember it. That sign has to open up or eat the x. Okay, there you go. Okay, next one. 3x minus 7 greater than or equal to 14. Or negative 4x minus 8 less than 20. So on one side we have 3x minus 7 greater than or equal to 14. On the other side we have negative 4x minus 8 less than 20. Okay, so wall, get a multiplier of 3. Okay, it's positive 3, so the symbol would change. You have a step in the middle because you have to get rid of the negative 7. So plus 7, plus 7. So I've got 3 times x, and then 14 plus 7 is 21. Now I can divide by my 3. So I've got x, 21 divided by 3 is 7. Over here, well, since I have a negative multiplier, that sign is going to... I screwed this up again. This right here should have been greater than to start with. Greater than or equal to. Okay. Greater than or equal. Again, sorry for screwing up the two problems at the end. Okay. I messed up. You have a negative multiplier, so that sign will flip to less than. Okay, so we have a negative 8 outside of there. So I add 8. Add 8. You're gonna need that step in the middle because you're adding, so it's 28. Negative 4 times x. Again, I don't come down here till the last step. Then I divide by negative 4. You got x and negative 7. Okay, so positive 7 and negative 7. So circle above the positive 7 eats the x going that way. Eats the number, so that way. So they spread apart. Okay, so negative 7, okay. Just on the 7, you simply just write the word or, okay. Right here, x greater than or equal to 7, x is less than or equal to negative 7. So when they go apart, you write the word or and pretty much just copy your answers. When they come together, that's when you have to put the x in the middle, the minimum here, the maximum here. You always eat the maximum, the highest number. You never eat the lowest number.